everybody, Nancy again, Self-Reliant Mama. I hope everybody is enjoying their fall and hopefully you're having some really nice weather. It's been great here. I've been able to walk the dog in the afternoons to go pick up the kids from the bus stop, and the weather's just been beautiful. I just wish we had some pretty fall colored leaves here. Oh well, I guess I need to move. Just kidding. So it's fall and I can't believe I'm already slacking on this. October is almost over and I haven't baked anything, pumpkin or apple, and I know I promised that, so I'm gonna get started today. If you know me, you know that I just absolutely love pumpkin, and I love baking with pumpkin and pumpkin spice, and the smell that it leaves in my house is just awesome. So I will try anything with pumpkin in it just because it has pumpkin in it. So I'm going to take one of Chef Todd's recipes again for angel food cake, and I'm going to add pumpkin and pumpkin spice to that and make a pumpkin angel food cake. Does that sound good? I think so. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is sift together some powdered sugar and some flour, and we'll hold that for later to fold in with our meringues. So I'll show you right here. We have 1½ cups of Thrive powdered sugar. I'm going to do like half and half here so it gets sifted pretty well. And then 1 cup of Thrive white flour. Put the rest on top. Woo. This is the fun part, making a mess in the kitchen. So we're going to sift that together in a bowl, and I'll get that ready in a minute. So I'll bring it over to my other bowl here where I have the Thrive egg white powder and water already mixed in here. And I put these together so you can see that it actually looks like real egg whites, right? So I put it in here and stirred it up because the egg white powder is kind of lumpy with the water. So I give it a little bit of a stir first so it wouldn't stick to the bottom of the bowl and kind of help break up some of those lumps. So we're going to put this on the mixer right now, and I'm going to whip it until it's frothy, and then we're going to add the sugar. Okay, so I will put this on the mixer, whip it up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so you can see that our mixture is getting nice and foamy, and hopefully the mixer is not too loud to cover up my voice here. But basically what we're making here is a meringue. And in case you didn't know, when you're making meringues, you have to keep all of your utensils, including the bowl, completely grease-free or everything will break down, and we don't want that. So make sure that all of your bowls and utensils and everything are washed with hot soapy water so we don't have any breakdowns. So we got this nice foam going on in here. You see how it increased in volume quite a bit? So now we're going to add the sugar, and just a tablespoon at a time. This is 1 full cup of white sugar. So we're just kind of going to sprinkle this in a little bit at a time while the mixer is running until all the sugar is mixed in. It's like watching paint dry, right? This is going to make your meringue nice and smooth and glossy. Perfect for angel food cake. See, homemade angel food cake is not that hard to make, you know, with just a few simple ingredients that you have on hand. Oh yeah, also with the egg white powder, I put in some cream of tartar, just a teaspoon of that, and that will help stabilize the meringue and help it keep its shape. So we got almost all of our sugar mixed in here. There we go. And now comes the fun part. We're going to turn it on a little bit higher, and I'm going to add the salt and the vanilla. Okay, so just 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This mixture is getting really loud here. Mix that in there. And then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. Check this out. I don't mess around when I bake. I buy my vanilla by the gallon. Right? I love it. So just a couple of teaspoons in there for flavor. About 1. There's about 2. And maybe a little more, but that'll make it good, right? So I'm going to let that whip up. I have to turn the mixer on a little bit higher so it's going to get really loud. So I'm going to let that form stiff peaks. It'll take a couple of minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes to get nice and stiff. And then I'll come back and we'll fold in the pumpkin and the flour. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and our meringue is nice and glossy and stiff. And this is how you can tell when you got stiff peaks. You see how those just stand right up? It's kind of fun, making little peaks. Woohoo! That's kind of fun, right? So I'm going to take this out of the bowl and then mix in our flour and sugar. So let me go get set up on the table. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are with our meringue fluff in a bowl. So we're going to fold in the flour and the pumpkin spice. Hey, look at this. Told you I don't mess around. I even buy my pumpkin in a number 10 can. I use a lot of pumpkin. Okay, so I'm just going to dump the flour lightly into the bowl. And then we're just going to fold this in. It's kind of hard to do when I'm holding the camera too, so bear with me. So I'm going to fold that in with one hand. Check out my skills, right? So we want to lightly fold this in so we don't break up that meringue. Keep it nice and fluffy, just till we get the flour mostly incorporated in there. And then I'll put the pumpkin in. And we'll be on our way to making our beautiful cake. So hang on a second, let me get this folded in and I'll be right back. Okay, I've just added the 1 cup of canned pumpkin and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. I love pumpkin pie spice. Can you tell? So what's pumpkin without the spice? So one more go around of the stirring and then it's into the pans we go. Okay, these little babies are ready to go in the oven. I've got my 12 cup bundt pan filled with the pumpkin angel food cake mix. And I've also got some little baby ones over here with the leftover batter. It was kind of full in the pan, so I made these little baby ones. They're going to be really cute. Aren't they cute? So we'll have those to try out, and this for our nice displays. And this would be great drizzled with some caramel sauce. And I have a super easy recipe for some caramel sauce. It's really good that you can actually make with your food storage too with the powdered milk. It's super simple. Takes a little while, but you don't have to do much. You just kind of set it and forget it. So I'm going to put these guys in the oven, and I'll come back and slice a little slice so you can see what it looks like. And you don't have to grease your pans for these, and in fact don't, because remember I said before you don't want any grease on them, even in the pan. So don't worry about these sticking, because they'll release themselves as they cool. So it's going to go into a 375-degree oven for about 40 minutes, and then we're going to flip it upside down and let it cool for 2 hours. So it'll pop right out of the pan. Okay, so it'll take a while, but the prep, see, it wasn't that hard. It was only a few minutes in the mixing bowl, maybe about 10 minutes total, and then the stirring the stuff in. So it's pretty easy, right? Oh, and while I was away, while I had the camera off, I was able to lick the spoon out of the bowl just to see what it tasted like. It was so good. It tastes like a pumpkin marshmallow. I love it. So this, I know this is going to be really good. So I will come back when this is all baked and show you what it did. Okay, here's the finished product of our pumpkin angel food cake. You can see that nice orange pumpkin-y color and the spices all mixed in there. Yum, yum. I can't wait to drizzle this with some caramel sauce and take a bite.
Mommy, can we have a piece of cake?
There's my little monkeys. They want a piece of cake. Guess they think it sounds good too. Alright, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and the recipe will be below. And have a happy fall.